I am going to teach you how to change the oil in your Ninja 250. This is the first time I did it, so it's either going to show how easy it is or show how dumb I am. The first thing we're going to do is show you some of the equipment you need. Right here is 2 quarts of motorcycle oil, 10W40. Each one is 1 quart each, according to the Ninja FAQ at www.ninja250.org. This is what they recommend, and also the manual, which is right here. Also recommends 10W40. Next thing we're going to need is a funnel. This will be used for adding the oil, make it a little easier, and a ratchet for pulling the drain plug bolt off, 17 millimeters, and the container we're going to use to drain the oil in, which is this thing. This is 10 quarts. You're going to need at least a 3-quart container. It can just be a bucket or a pan. Doesn't really matter. I got this thing just so I can transport the oil back to the AutoZone store so I can throw it away. The cool thing about this thing is it comes with this little screen, so if the bolt drops in, it's going to catch it, or anything else. The last thing I have here is this brand new torque wrench. Cost me like 80 bucks. Pretty expensive, but because of the free case, so all worth it. We'll use the torque wrench, for tightening the bolt up. According to the FAQ and the manual, it says, where did I read that? I have my notes here. It says 14.5 pounds per feet, or 2.0 kilograms per meter, or 20 newtons per meter. We'll figure that out when we get there. Okay, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to show you where the drain plug is at. Now here's a view of the bike, so you have a relation to where this is. I am on the right-hand side of the bike if you're sitting on the bike. It's on its side stand and slightly leaning towards the left. And then I chose this position just so the bike's leaning over a little bit. I get a better view. Not much, but it's better than nothing. Okay, and you see me getting down right by the rear brake here. Let me get the light in the position. Here's the rear brake, and here is the oil level. And if you can see, which you may or may not, it's pretty much empty. The bike's on its side, like I said, it's on the center stand, so it's not level. You should really level the bike before you check it, but it's damn low, so time to change it. Well, actually, it's way overdue. Anyways, I'm going to go down under the bike. Hopefully we have enough light here. Okay, I think we got it. There we go, over here. Okay. This bolt right here is for the oil filter. We're not going to be changing the filter today. One, because I don't know how. And just when touching it, the last time I rode was maybe like a half hour ago, and that sucker is still freaking hot. So be careful. This is the oil drain plug right here. It's off to the side. So the oil filter is in the middle of the Death Star looking thing, and this is on its side. It's like the only bolt on its side right there, and we're going to pour that out. One thing you got to remember is oil is going to be hot after you ride it. It's going to be really hot, so don't burn yourself. I rode about half hour ago, 20-30 minutes ago, and that's just so I can get all the dirt in the oil to be floating around the oil, so when I drain it out, it all comes out. If you don't drain the oil, I guess the dirt can be settled somewhere, and it's not going to come out. Okie dokie. Let's get up here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my bolt, and I'm going to try to take it out. Okay, so I'm doing this one-handed, so if I can do one-handed, you can too. I've never done it, so I place the pan under, and then I stick my bolt in there. Oh, I want to teach you something if you don't know, if this is your first time. If you're looking down at your bolt like this ratchet, if you want to loosen it, it's left, counterclockwise. That's loosening. If you have the bolt, if you have the wrench vertical like I have it here, if you do it right, that's tightening the bolt. So basically you want to go counterclockwise. Counterclockwise. So one thing I learned to remember that is lefty-loosey to loosen the bolt, and tighty-righty to tighten the bolt. Lefty-loosey, tighty-righty. Once you say that 3 times, you won't forget it. So, to make sure I have it, if the wrench goes to the right, it makes that stupid clicky sound. Can you hear it? I should do that. There it is. If it goes to the left, it's going to turn. So once you have that set up, there's no way you can be going the wrong way. So let me get this under here real quick. Okay. Since we're going in clockwise, I'm going to go from the front of the bike to the back of the bike. Okay, it's in. Now, like I said, remember, this is the first time I remember doing this, so I don't know what to really expect. If the camera drops because the bike's falling, well, that's something I'm going to learn. And I guess you will too. So, they said pulling this bolt off is pretty hard, and you're probably need like a breaker bar, which is like a really long bar. Longer the bar. Oh, here's another thing I should show you guys. The longer this wrench is, the easier it's going to be. You can get more torque towards the end of it. So, a longer wrench, the better. This right here is, there, I'll give you a measurement. Relative size compared to the oil. I don't have a ruler with me, so I can't measure it, but that's the relative size. If it shows that I'm having a really tough time with this thing, you might want to get one that's longer. It's going to make it a hell of a lot easier. Well, here we go. Okay. And guess what? You don't have this thing directly under it. Make sure you do. You can have oil all over your garage, and it's not going to be funny. Okay. Okay. Oh, I forgot something. It's a 17 millimeter 6-point socket, which means it only has 6 sides. So here we go. They have 12 point sockets, but the fax said 6 points, so I'm going 6 point. Okay. Alright, one hand is not working very well. Okay. I'm going to put the camera down for a second, because it's not working very well. Let's see if I can get a shot here. Oh, what do you know? One-handed, I popped it off. It either says I'm super strong or the bolt wasn't on there at all. Okay, like I said before, the oil is going to be hot, or could be hot, so I'm not going to take a chance by trying to pull that off with my fingers. Basically, it's a bolt that's, I'm just going to turn it really slow until oil starts to drip, and I can already see it dribbling over this side of the bolt. I don't know how hot it is, nor am I going to test it with my fingers. Hopefully the oil doesn't fall into the fairing. Alright, I think I can get a picture of that, just so you can see what's going on. Let me see what we got there. Alrighty, now let's go get a picture of that. Okay, see that's the bolt right there. It's hanging out. No oil's dripping yet. Let me get a better picture there. See that sucker? It's all hanging out. No oil's dripping. So let me go finish the job, and I'll show you a picture of the oil pouring out. Hopefully.